Latvijā 2 mēnešus rezidencē uzturējās amerikāņu fotogrāfs Stefans Džeikobs, kurš savos projektos pēdējos 10 gadus risina tādas tēmas kā izvairīšanās, bēgšana un kultūras saglabāšana. Stefans sadarbojās ar okupācijas muzeju, un viņu īpaši interesē Otrā pasaules kara deportācija liecības Latvijā, kuras viņš vēlas dokumentēt, atgriežoties Latvijā vēl vienu reizi pēc gada. Taču šajā rezidences laikā viņš iepazina Latviju, fotografējot cilvēku portretus, veidojot attiecības ar viņiem un uzklāsot viņu stāstus.
The 6 weeks that I did here, it's really, it's kind of a little bit all over the place. It's like I sat down to a meal and I ate multiple courses and appetizers and desserts and all kinds of different things. And I feel like, I just kind of wanted to get with my camera as the vehicle to sort of have an opportunity to see and hear and speak to people. And I guess get in some ways like sort of clarify my own ideas about why I want to come back. I think it, you can come into a place and have like these sort of grandiose ideas about some like really cool, sort of conceptual angle about you want to do something about something universal. But I think that when you get to a place and if actually you really sort of dive into it and spend some time, you by and large always end up completely like changing your idea. I did the same thing. I came here with an idea, and it's like after day 3, I decided like that's just naive. And I thought it was much more honest and more sincere if I just sort of opened myself.
Stefans paguva nevien iepazīties ar Latvijas vēsturi, bet arī sāk apgūt latviešu valodu, kuru viņš uzskata par ļoti skaistu valodu, un ir pārsteigts, ka esam spējuši joprojām saglabāt savu kultūru.
Maybe this is almost a cliche for me now, but I would say, in some ways I would say, well, I'm frankly, first off, I'm like kind of amazed that the country or the people, the language still exists. And you think about the context of other sort of nations or groups of people in the world that were subjected to so much colonialism and so much influence from the outside. I mean, you guys had, the Prussians, the Swedes, the Danes, the Russians, then, everybody else. And like, you're still here, and you're still speaking your own language. And actually the Estonians also. It's kind of fascinating, especially after the Soviets. I mean, those Soviets were freaking brutal. I mean, they're criminal. And that, all these people, especially a small country like Latvia, it's like, that endured that.
Tomēr viņa prāt, latvieši un krievi, kas šeit dzīvojam, izvairāmies vai nevēlamies risināt savstarpējās attiecības.
One of the most important things that I feel in this country coming as an outsider is that one of the things I've been most impressed with is the lack of reconciliation between the Russian population and the ethnic Latvian population with what happened between 1940 and 1990, whatever, when the Soviets finally left. So all the torture and murder and all these things that went on. And nobody wants to take responsibility and nobody wants to talk about it. The younger generation especially doesn't want to talk about it. And it's fascinating to me because one thing I see from my culture is that we still have a lot of problems and we're not perfect, and definitely we don't have complete reconciliation at all. But at least there's dialogue about it.
Stefans Džeikobs ieguvis mākslas maģistra grādu fotogrāfijā un šobrīd dzīvo Bostonā, kur Emanuēla koledžā strādā kā mākslas un fotogrāfijas pasniedzējs. Rezidences laikā tapušās fotogrāfijas viņš plāno izstādīt Ņujorkā un Bruklinā un varbūt pat izdot grāmatu.